welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I thought I would do the 50 facts about me. Nobody tagged me in this, but I always see these going around on YouTube. I know you can't really get to know me through my like typical lifestyle motherhood videos, so I figured I would do this to let you know a little bit more about me. I don't know if you care, maybe you do, maybe you don't, but I'm just gonna do it. So let's get started. I was born in Mansfield, Ohio, but I moved to Ahwatukee, Arizona when I was about 6 years old. So I grew up there and I consider that home. I've always wanted to be a mother. Like back when I was a toddler, I would get baby dolls and my mom would get me diapers and baby powder for them and I would change their diapers, and I just loved being a little mommy. So I am so grateful and blessed that I have a healthy, happy 2-year-old little girl, and she's my world, and I thank God every day for her. I love 90s music, all types of 90s music, and I also love 90s TV shows and movies of like Are You Afraid of the Dark, all that, Goosebumps. Like I love all of those. It just brings me back to my childhood and makes me feel so nostalgic, and I love that feeling. I'm a horror movie junkie. I love scary movies, and my favorite one of all time is the original Halloween, the one with Jamie Lee Curtis. It's a good one. My favorite fruits are white peaches and watermelon, but you have to eat the watermelon with tahini seasoning. So good. Watermelon and tahini is like my favorite snack ever. I have 2 tattoos, one right here on my rib cage that is matching with my sister. We have the same tattoo. And then I have one on my wrist right here that says only an open heart allows you to float freely across the universe. And I got both of them when I turned 18. I've been watching YouTube since like 2009 or 2010, I can't remember, but I remember watching it all the time, and none of my friends watched it. Nobody really knew like what it was back then, but I would watch it like it was TV, and I always wanted to start a channel, but I just felt awkward and like I'd be judged, and I was like a junior in high school, so I knew people would like talk crap about me and I just didn't want to deal with it. So I never started one, but I'm so upset that I didn't start one back then, because I wish I could tell my younger self like these people are not gonna matter when you're an adult. Like none of this is gonna matter, none of these opinions. So I really wish I started back then, but I didn't, so I'm here now. I always have the same few reoccurring dreams, and when I wake up from them, it kind of like trips me out and freaks me out, because I have one reoccurring dream that I've been having since I was like a kid. And it's like I'm in a huge maze, and there's like a little house in the center, and there's like a man in like a black cloak like trying to kidnap me, and I like can't get in the house and I can't find my way back to the house. And it's really creepy and like disturbing. I don't know why I have that dream, but I've had it multiple times throughout my life, and it's really strange. I met my husband in 2014 on Tinder, and quick story, it's really strange. It's almost like fate brought us together, because I had just gotten out of a relationship. I didn't really want to find anyone. I was just kind of like hanging out with my friends. I was 21, like doing my own thing, and I lived with my sister and our friend Natalie at the time, and they had Tinder, so they told me about it and told me to download it, so I did. And I didn't meet anyone from the app, but my husband was on there and we liked each other. We swiped right. And he asked me out on a date, and he had just moved to Phoenix from Idaho, where we live now, where he's from. And we went on a date, and he took me out to eat, and we went to a comedy show, and it was the best first date ever, and we just were inseparable ever since. My husband and I want one more baby, and we are currently trying. We've been trying for about 6 months now, and we've had no luck yet, but cross your fingers. I hope I get pregnant soon, because I really want our kids to be close in age. My sister and I were 2.5 years apart, and I would love that, like 2.5 to 3 year age difference between my kids. So I hope it happens really soon. My favorite movie of all time is Hocus Pocus, and I can recite the movie from beginning to end. It's pretty embarrassing, but I don't care. I love that movie so much. I'm intrigued by the paranormal and people who have psychic abilities. I've had a few paranormal experiences myself. I believe in ghosts and I've experienced it, and I know it's hard to like understand it if you haven't had an experience, but I have had a few and it freaks me out, but I love it so much. My parents are still married. I think they're going on 30 years. I'm so glad I had parents that were like loving and love each other, and they still like go on vacations together. I'm really blessed to have grown up with parents that are actually in love, actually like each other, and have stayed together for this long. I'm allergic to cats and I love them so much. Like, I had a cat growing up named Jazzy, but I am allergic to them. Like, I get really itchy. My eyes get really itchy and watery. I feel like I can't breathe. It's really bad. I have hypothyroidism, and it is the most annoying thing ever because I have to take medicine every single morning, like 30 minutes to an hour before I eat anything. And it's really hard to lose weight. It just gives you like anxiety and dry skin, dry hair. It's just like, it's terrible, but it's genetic because my mom has it as well. So thanks, Mom. The movie Shawshank Redemption was actually filmed in my hometown, Mansfield, Ohio, at the Mansfield Reformatory, and my dad actually owned a restaurant at the time called the Bayou Cafe. It's like a Cajun restaurant, and the cast would always come in there. Like, the cast and crew would always come in my dad's restaurant, and my dad like catered the set, and yeah, I thought that was really cool because that is such a good classic movie. Pacific Northwest and the Northwest are my favorite places in the country. I absolutely love Seattle, Portland, and here in Boise. It's just, they're my favorite. I cannot stand loud talkers, people who slurp their food, especially cereal. It makes me cringe. And inconsiderate people. I love Shirley Temples with extra cherries. I'm an Aquarius, and I was born on February 17th, 1993, and I am 26 years old. I am very stubborn and opinionated. I can memorize lyrics to songs so well, especially rap songs. One of my biggest guilty pleasures is to lay on the couch or lay in my bed and watch some good old Jersey Shore. I love trash TV. I love a good iced coffee or a matcha latte. I have never been out of the country, only to Mexico, because I grew up in Arizona and it was like right next to it, so it was an easy drive. I want that to be something my family and I do together. I want to travel with my kids. I want them to see the world I never got to. So yeah, I really want my kids to experience that, and I really hope it happens. When my family and I moved to Arizona, we met our best friends, Lexi and Jesse, shout out to you, and they are still our best friends to this day. My favorite Dum Dum flavor is butterscotch. Mexican food and margaritas are my favorite type of food. I'm not much of a reader, and I only like reading books if they're based on true stories. I like to learn about serial killers, and I always like watch YouTube videos on them, watch documentaries. I don't know why. I think it's absolutely like heinous and disgusting what they do, but it's just interesting to like learn the psychology behind it. Like, why do they do what they do? I'm very blunt and sarcastic. I can always read a person very quickly and very easily, and I'm usually always right about them. I absolutely hate heights. Like, even the second level of the mall, I will not walk close to the like ledge because it freaks me out. Like, I cannot do heights. I can't do it. I hate it. I suffer with anxiety, and I've always had a little bit of it throughout my life, but it was never like a problem. And then I had my daughter, and I had really bad postpartum anxiety, and I'm still dealing with it on a daily basis. My favorite ice cream flavor is Superman, and if you're from Michigan or you live in Michigan or you've been there before, you know what I'm talking about. It is so good. I hate roller coasters, and I always have felt like a buzzkill when I'm with my friends at theme parks, but I just can't do it. I went to school to be an esthetician, and I have my esthetician license. One movie series I can watch over and over again and never get sick of is Harry Potter, and my favorite movies are Sorcerer's Stone and Chamber of Secrets. A few of my favorite scents of all time are the volcano candle from Capri Blue. I always get it from Anthropologie. That is like the best candle ever. And I love the smell of gardenias and lavender. My all-time favorite desserts are cookie cake, like a big chocolate chip cookie with icing on it, or just plain sugar cookies with frosting. I have the thickest hair ever. Like whenever I go get my hair done, they always have to fill up the bowl with like the product a million times just to like cover my hair. It's crazy. My hair is just like crazy thick. I get that from my mom, and my sister has thick hair too, and she hates it as well. So I'm obsessed with Disneyland. I haven't been there in about 4 years. I cannot wait to take Stella. I think we want to wait like another year or two just so she kind of remembers it more. But my favorite rides at Disneyland are Pirates of the Caribbean and Indiana Jones. I only enjoy water if it's ice cold. I used to have 98 degrees posters behind my bed, and I was obsessed with Nick Lachey, and I would like kiss the poster every night before I went to bed. I absolutely love being on the water and boating and tubing. My first ever concert was when I was in middle school, and it was Foo Fighters and Weezer. I won't eat pizza unless I have ranch to dip it in. The only sibling I have is just one sister named Haley. My favorite holiday is Halloween. My favorite bands are Fleetwood Mac, Dave Matthews Band, Hozier, Lumineers, and Lord Huron.